Hello and welcome to Behind the Plastic. Jay, I already see you messing with me. Hello and welcome to Behind the Plastic, a show where toy photographers interview toy photographers about toy photography. My name is Zach. With me is Jay and Sully. Say what's up, dudes.
What's up, dudes?
I don't know why I always say it to both of you. I should really just say, Sully, can you say hello? And then
Bonjour.
Jay. Perfect. Our guest today makes dreams a reality. Action Figures Dreamer! Give it up!
Hi, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Also known as Marko. Marko, yes, thank you so much for coming. We are so stoked to have you here all the way from Portugal. That is a long way from here. You are in the future. It's a long drive, and you need some sort of a water car.
Someone said bonjour, so we can also speak in French if you want to, because I'm actually from France. So.
Oh, there you go.
You can definitely speak in French, but
Yeah,
we
nous
won't.
pouvons parler en français si tu veux.
I can always have one sentence.
We'll just...
No worries. No worries.
Who twirled the mustache? Right? Is that the French like cartoons or no? Did I screw that up?
If I come again, sorry. If I like the French cartoons.
Oh no, I'm saying, do the French characters in cartoons, do they twirl their mustache, or is it somewhere else?
It depends if it's like Inspector Clouseau from the Pink Panther or something like that.
Okay.
On the
I got it.
On the French version, you have something like that. But it sounds more like Dick Dastardly from those American cartoons.
The chef and
Old
Little Mermaid.
Okay, guys, we're going to start the clock here.
Right.
Marko,
on the clock.
Marko, you can pretend to twirl that mustache as you tell us, please, a little bit about yourself.
So, again, I'm Marko, also known as Action Figure Demos, and I'm a systems engineer. I have a master's degree in computer science. I'm also a collector. I collect comic books, action figures. I also love photography, not just toy photography. I wish I had more time for my hobbies and my passions, but currently I'm concentrating some of the time that I have, like taking toy photography photos. And that's about it for now.
That sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome. It sounds like you're, from what we've heard from you before the show, sounds like you're a pretty busy guy. Is that correct?
Yeah, I am, because I'm also a father of 3 kids. Okay. So between work and family, I try to level all the time that I have, and then it's not being easy, but I try my best.
Marko, are you like me? So are you remote fully, or?
Thankfully, I'm fully remote currently, but I do travel a lot. I do travel.
Okay, so
sometimes I travel to the UK, and sometimes I travel to France, to Paris. So, but I'm mostly during the day full remote, even when I travel.
So let me ask you, do you cheat on your remote days and you take pictures during work hours? Because I definitely do. Guys, don't fire me. I love my job.
I don't need to lie. I do take some photos, because I don't have, like, I'm not controlled regarding my working time.
Yeah.
Schedule.
As long as it's done.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't have a specific time for taking or shooting photos. Yeah, when I feel inspired, and I always like to feel inspired when I take a photo. That's why I don't have a lot of photos posted. I like a lot of detail. I like to post everything that I had during my youth, that I read on the comic books, that I saw on movies. I like to transmit that. I like to do that on a photo. So it's all about the detail. And I prefer to take few photos instead of take a lot of photos and like post 1 photo a day, to work with the algorithm and have traction. So few, but as good as I can do.
Yeah. Well, if I'm not mistaken, the last shot you posted was nominated by Toy Pick Community and won first place for the weekly top 10. Is that right?
Yeah, I already won. It's the 2nd time. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so we are not nominating Marko.
No, I was now. No, come on. Because again, I don't have a lot of photos online. I have fewer photos than you guys. I believe. I don't know. I'm
you do.
I have at least some of you guys. So, so I do remember moments and stuff like that. So it's the second time, and I have a lot, even before Jimmy and Chris were connected with the Toy Peak community. I already knew the guy, one of the guys, the Wooden Family Photos, and I already interacted with him like 1.5 years ago or 2 years ago. I don't know, during COVID. So it was the second time that I was. It was the third time that I was nominated, and it was the second time that I won.
Awesome. That is so and well deserved too. Your photos are phenomenal.
Seriously, your work blows my mind, and I feel like you have like a signature look to your photos, instantly recognizable. And I think a lot of that has to do with, well, one thing that I always notice about your photos is the posing. You're like a master poser, you know, just like those little tiny tweaks and details, especially in that Spider-Man shot that won just recently, like those hands that are just like, oh.
Well, you know, again, if I'm ashamed. I'm not going to do that, because if you guys looked at my office floor, or not just what's behind me, I have so many figure boxes still unopened. So as I cannot, and I just received a few more new toys. I do spend a lot of time, again, working on detail. I do appreciate it. It's one of the most important factors for me. It's posing, detail, capturing detail, and using some of the techniques I already know, like depth of field, like capturing the detail, different focus zones. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a fanatic regarding practical effects or digital effects. I do use a lot of digital effects because I can. It's just because of that. It's easier. It's faster for me. So it's not something that it's, oh, I'm going to have to edit and add some light sources, and I'm going to take like a week. No. And then again, because I am very demanding regarding my photos, I do appreciate the detail. And you guys don't know that, because I usually don't post a lot of behind the scenes, but I do take like 20 photos regarding before the final one. So it's like I just like, shoot, no, it's done. Yeah. Another one. So again, few, but the ones that I really like.
Cool. Well, let's take a look at one of your amazing photos here. Hand-picked by our very own Sully, Not a Bird, Not a Plane Photography. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Love this one.
Yamaguchi Venom. Amazing Yamaguchi Venom, yeah. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, Jay, we lost you. Can't hear you. Hello. Mic check. I hear a little chipmunk sound. No audio. So I'm going to speak for you. I think he was going to say, I can't even believe this is a toy photo, because it looks so, I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like. It just blows my mind, because it looks like something like a movie poster. Yeah, it looks like someone in a costume maybe, or like what toy is this even?
Again, to explain this is the amazing Yamaguchi Venom, the Revoltech Venom. And this is a nice example, not because it's just because it's a nice detailed photo, but because, again, I have a lot of figures, and I wish I could like shoot and then do examples with all of the figures that I have, but I can't. So again, I have all the Iron Mans from SH Figure Arts. I was telling that I have that. I'm a big Iron Man fan. I'm not a big Venom fan, but I do like this action figure. And what I aimed for was exactly that menacing look, all the detail that I could have and could take. But there's a lot of shitting on this image. Okay, so the main head photo, it's a separated photo from the tongue. Okay.
Oh.
Because I'm always aiming to capture full detail from each part of the body. Okay. If I'm not taking like full different like focal zone, in this one I was aiming for full detail. Wow. So the tongue was separated, and then I edited, and then I add all the effects, all the dripping, and all the even the eyes. It's a special edited effect.
What's the longest
part of your process? Is it the idea? Is it the actual setting up, or is it the post-editing piece?
Well, to answer that, I'm going to have to explain again what I already told them before we started the stream. I'm also, I started collecting comic books like 30 years ago, okay, as a kid. And I do have Marvel, DC, Image, you name it. So I have a lot of number zeros, number ones, all packed up. And why am I saying that? Because most of the covers, or some of the most spectacular covers of some of the comic books, when comic book industry started like having financial problems, they started jumping to digital. They started like having multiple versions of each cover, and they started like investing more time for collectors on the covers. And some of the most spectacular covers that I do remember from the McFarlane era, from whatever, John Byrne, some of the greatest regarding all the the comic book artists are regarding Spider-Man, Venom, you name it. And I do have the cover that inspired me to do this. So again, it starts with inspiration. I spend a lot of time getting that perfect photo, that perfect shots. And if I don't have the perfect shots, I do try to obtain that editing. And then, again, I try to obtain something like this, the final product.
I think
and that's why I take long, and between photos, I have a couple of collabs that I have organized like from 1 month ago regarding Superman, regarding some other figures. And I still haven't managed to finish my shots exactly because not of the editing process, because I still haven't obtained that perfect shot that I want to do. And when you reach, it's not like, oh, I'm so good. It has nothing to do that.
You can do that. That's okay.
I'm my worst critic, so I'm very demanding regarding my own work. It's like in my professional work. When I have,
I think it's paying off, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but we have to get to the numbers game.
What I was about to say is that I preferred not to post and wait a little.
Yes,
just
I think it's working for you. I definitely think it's working for you. Okay, numbers game time. What was the date of your first post on Instagram?
I don't remember. Like, it was during COVID. I don't know, 2.5 years ago. I don't know.
July 2nd, 2020.
Okay.
For the record.
Awesome. What year did the first Marvel comic release?
I don't know, but I do know that Superman by he is from the 1940s, and he is my favorite superhero.
You're close. 1939 Marvel Comics.
Yeah, I was aiming for 1940 whatever, but yeah, nothing.
Close.
I'll give you an easy one. How many moons does Mars have?
How many moons? the same. I don't know, the same number. Yeah, the same number that you usually have on comic books, like when there's something related to the Martian Manhunter. Yeah, I was gonna say 2. I wasn't sure. Again, okay. I was not gonna lie.
Okay, how many Iron Man figures do you own?
Oh, come on. Between Hot Toys, SH Figure Arts, and ZD Toys, I have like 32.
Ooh.
32. I was going to say, name quickly in 9 seconds 5 best Batman villains. Go. Hurry.
Joker,
3.
Two-Face, Enigma, I don't know.
And that's all the time we have.